Yes. Hello, everybody. What the hell? Sorry, guys. Intro stinker and hooked. I don't know what was going on with that. I am sorry, but we are here and we are excited for this stream, okay? Great day to have it too, because there's a lot going on in the transfer window. But I'm just excited to talk to some fellow football fans here and discuss the beginning of the season. And I have to say, with everything that's been going on today, especially, but even just the transfer window in general, I truly think this is going to be a really exciting Premier League season. And let's just run down what happened today alone, over the past couple of hours. So Man City, Savinho said, I want to go. All right. And then we get news Rodrigo and potentially Donnarumma might go to City, where we thought, I thought City was done. Everyone's saying City's not going to do anything. City's done. And I have to say, this might be an unpopular opinion. If they do this, they could maybe be potentially trying to win the Premier League this year. We'll talk about it. Then we have Gigi trying to go to Liverpool with Isak, maybe, potentially for a center back position, which is huge for Liverpool to have kind of that depth and that defensive side. Eze is being linked to Arsenal and Spurs. And of course, Man United might actually put in a record-breaking high bid for Baleba to come in for our midfield. We'll see what happens. But there is so much going on. I see you guys in the chat. So before we talk and get any further into the details, let me bring on my guests. All right. So we got an awesome crew here for you. Let me get everybody on the stage here and then switch them up to their right team. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Great.
Yeah, good. You.
Awesome. Thanks for joining. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Links are in the description as well for those who have something to share and we can support them on. So yeah, let's just jump right in. What are you guys thinking? Anyone want to start?
This is a great day.
I'm exhausted.
Go
ahead.
This is the day.
Let's start with City, okay? Because everyone thought City was they did their work early, all right? And then all of a sudden today, boom, decisions are happening that could really improve them. Kels, how do you feel about that?
Dude, I'm exhausted. The past 2 days, I've been waking up to absolute bombas. I was camping yesterday. I wake up to 500 notifications on my phone. My WhatsApp groups are blowing up. This whole Savio thing, the Rodrigo thing, I can't keep my head on. I don't know what's going on. Now there's the Donnarumma thing. I'm just yes. I'm like, where's the right back? Where's the right back? None of these players are right backs. What are we doing?
Just interesting. I'm not sure. I think your goalkeeper now is actually quite decent. So it's curious, that you guys are trying to go in for Donnarumma. I don't know. Maybe you have a different opinion, but
I don't believe that rumor at all. I just don't see it happening because you have to have some sort of level of footwork to play for Pep Guardiola. This just stinks of a Claudio Bravo 2.0 situation. I can't buy it. And I feel really bad for James Trafford because he turned down being Newcastle's number one. I think he was going to accept being the number two just for this one season because Ederson's contract runs out in 12 months.
Yeah.
So I think the thought was just that he will be the number two just for this one season. And next season he'll take over as number one. He has the number one shirt. He's been talking about coming back to City to be the number one keeper since 2021. This is his dream move. And it's 2 weeks later, it's oh, hey, Donnarumma might come. And then we'll sign him for $300K a week. And he'll be the number one for the next 5 years. And that guy's probably thinking, what am I doing here, man? So I kind of feel bad for him. But I will say, I'll comment about our transfer window so far has been really good on incomings. I absolutely love the signings we made this summer before the Club World Cup. Ryan Cherky, mad underrated. That guy is going to be a star. I've seen enough in 3 games. I can already tell. Tijani Reinders is the one I'm waxing poetic over, though. That guy's going to be the best signing of the summer for any team. I'm just saying it now. He's going to make a bigger impact on City than any other signing is on any other team. I don't care about Isak. I don't care about Wirtz. I don't care about whoever Gyökeres. Reinders is going to make a bigger impact on City than any of those guys are because he's exactly.
You heard it here first.
We needed a midfielder. And Nori, we haven't had a left back in 8 years, so I'm excited for that too. So.
All right.
We didn't have any outgoings. That's the problem for me is the outgoings have been. We need to get rid of some of these older players. I'm sorry, Gundogan, you needed to go. He's taking up minutes from players who need it. And I don't like Bernardo Silva being captain because I just don't. I think he's declined the past 2 seasons. And he's just going to take up minutes for better players. That to me is a bit concerning.
That's fair. Time will tell, right? I'm sure Gigi has a different opinion on impact. So let's go ahead and go to Liverpool. How have you been, especially with the new news today on the new center back? And also there was another center back, Giovanni. I don't know about him.
Yeah. If all of these transfers come off, I can't find fault with anything that Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards have done this summer. Because the one thing that was blatantly obvious to everybody who watched the Community Shield is they were like, was it back? And so to be able to 2 days later potentially lock down a center back for the future and a center back who, potentially can compete with trying to put Konate on the bench, that's huge. That was really my main concern coming out of Sunday and going into the season. I never knew for sure what was going to happen with Isak and Newcastle. But I got to say, I have never seen anyone crash out this hard to try and come to my club. Because I still am kind of like, the man gave up his home already.
He put it on the market.
He's literally on the road, currently. But to finish out the window potentially with Isak, Gehi, and Leone, this is what dreams are made of. Truly.
It definitely is going to I think make it for a really exciting season. But moving on to Sophie here, you can't now. I think maybe let's credit Arsenal a bit. If Eze could be Spurs, could be Arsenal. What are you feeling about that? So
it's so frustrating because it's just everything with the Eze thing is going so slow with Arsenal. We're taking ages, and I'm not surprised Spurs are interested in him because obviously Maddison is injured now as well. I'm not confident we'll get Eze personally. I know we have to get rid of other players, and we're really struggling to do that. We're having our window hasn't been bad, but we need to, for me, bring in a left winger. Eze as well would help. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see Eze coming to Arsenal now. I think we're taking too long, and I'm not feeling quite confident, really.
Okay, that's it. I love that take. But how do you feel about you got Gyökeres in? I think I would say your last match is probably your best preseason match. Yeah. Did that give you a bit of confidence going into our match this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, as you said, that game in preseason, that was probably our only good game, really, because we've not done great. We obviously we did get some wins, but our performances weren't really that convincing. But I would say, as you said, that game was really good. I feel confident we've got Gyökeres, but obviously we have a different midfield as well this season, so I think we might struggle a bit. It might take time to adjust, but yeah, obviously if the game coming up against United, I do feel ready for it. But yeah, I feel better we have Gyökeres because we've needed that striker for the longest time. So yeah, I do feel it's hard. I don't feel confident, but I think when we play each other on the first game, I think we can really see what Arsenal are about in that game. But yeah, it's going to be a really good game for sure.
Definitely. And then, when you think of all this and then, you have my transfer window as well. I know people want to make us irrelevant, but you can't count us out. Okay. I'm going to try to rep my club as hard as I can. I know we're in the pits of hell, but that's okay. All right. We could get Baleba. Hopefully it would be a lot of money, which I don't know where it's going to come from. I kind of feel like Ineos is the front for a mafia or some kind of drugs. Cause I don't know how we're spending all this money and we haven't sold anybody. So we're kind of like City in that regard because I'm like, I need money to come in too.
But we and then have revenue.
Well, that's true. We do. I mean, we do get shirt sales and everything, but still it'd be nice to sell a player because we have players we don't need that are kind of just making demands that are frustrating, like Garnacho and those of the sort. So Yeah, if we can get Baleba in, I would say I'm really happy with my transfer window as well. If we end up not getting him or Donnarumma, then I'm like, okay. Like our attack looks much better, but our midfield is really bad, and I can't see us competing with any of you guys. Seriously, if we don't fix our midfield, I'm gonna be really honest.
Well, you know how I feel about you. You don't have to go into it.
Yeah, what happened to Kobe Mainu? Is he just kind of not in Emram's plans? Because he was like, everyone was hyping him up as the next big thing.
Yeah,
like 2 seasons ago, and then when Ten Hag got sacked and Emram came in, he just kind of, I didn't hear anything about him anymore.
Yeah, I just don't think Amram knows how to utilize him very well, because there are some matches he was putting him in the 10 position, some matches he's then putting him in the midfield pivot in the system he plays, and it just wasn't working. And then he got hurt, of course. So I think now, though, with having the 10s that we do have, I think having him in that pivot now will be good. I think he'll be fine now. And then I think it just makes a more challenge for Amram, because then it's like, okay, where are you going to put Bruno? Where are you going to put Mount? Where are you going to put all these other players that we have? So I'm excited about it, because if anything, it's going to prove whether Amram can figure it out or not, because now it's like, all right, we got the players for you. You got to figure it out at this point. So that's my thought. So what do you guys, I guess, on a scale of 1 to 10, at this point, what would you rate your windows for your clubs?
I mean, I'm gonna say an 8.5 pending the rest of this week, with the ability to go up to a 10. Honestly, like I don't see anyone else available in the market that they could have done a better job with bringing in than the players that they've brought in so far. Like any other window up to this point, bringing in Frimpong, Kirkes, Verts, Ekatike, like that's all of those are bangers, and you're trying to add 2 more to that. Mm-hmm. To me, that's incredible.
It's okay. So how you feeling over there, girl?
Do you know what? I don't think we've had about. I think we have brought in some great players, but I feel like what I say, I mean, I'd probably give it a 6. I mean, to be honest with you, I think, as I've mentioned, like we've not even moved on any players at all. So we just have to get that done as well. And obviously, as I said, I think the left winger, I mean, I do want Eze, but I think a left winger is probably the priority. So yeah, we've had a good window, but I just feel like we've not done enough if we want to win the league, especially if Liverpool are going to get Isak. I think we've probably not done enough, but it's not really a bad window. It's been a good window. Obviously, Gyökeres is in as well, but I just think we need to do a lot more for us to win the league. So yeah, I'm just not feeling like the most confident about the season because of the window, but it's not being bad, but I can't really give it more than a 6 at the moment.
That's fair.
I have a very mixed opinion on this.
I think they've had a good window. I would give it more than a 6, but
it's just because, like, the thing is, which is frustrating. I mean, I speak to so many other Arsenal fans, and I do feel a bit sad we're moving on Trossard, to be honest, because I would rather move Martinelli on. I think Martinelli is a good player. He's got the pace on him. He's good going forward, but it's again his end product. And I just feel like on the left we look very predictable. I mean, the other day we were much better than that. Obviously, Madueke was great, but I just think, obviously, for me as an Arsenal fan, we have to win something this season. I mean, I want to win the league or the Champions League. Obviously, we've not won stuff in like ages, which makes it even worse. So I just feel as though we need to add in more players. And yeah, I think we'll do okay at the start, but then I think it will probably wear off and we'll need like a left winger at some point. But yeah, I'm happy, don't get me wrong. I do feel happy, but I just feel like we need a few more players to bring in still.
Fair. I hear it. I do. Kels, what do you think about City?
I have a very mixed feeling on this. I think our incomings have been fantastic. I would say 8.5 incomings, but for me, the most important thing is outgoings. We had a lot of really bad players last season who underperformed. Some have been underperforming since the trouble season. It's been 2 straight seasons of decline. And I really think some of them needed to be moved on. But I love our incomings. Like I said, Johnny Reinders, I think, is going to just completely take over this league. I'm really excited for Foden and Turkey. They have amazing chemistry already, even though it's only been like a couple of games. But we needed to move some players on. Like, our center back situation is very precarious. And we have 2 really quality center backs who are very injury prone. Like, John Stones, when he's fit, is one of the best center backs in the world. He's never fit. I think he played like 10 games last season. That's not good enough. And I can't go into another season relying on him, because then when he gets injured, we have to play somebody like a Kanji, who is a massive drop off. Like, I just don't rate Akanji at all. And I wish we had moved him on, because I think he's the only center back we have that has any value. So that's a little precarious. We bought in some great center back prospects in January, and one of them just got sent on loan. So we're going into it with another season of, it's going to be Vardiol, Diaz, Ake and Stones, who are never fit, and Akanji, who's declined massively. And then I am excited that Husanov is staying, because I do like that guy. I think he's exactly what we need, but I just worry he won't play, because Pep favors experience. And the problem is the experience has been declining in quality. They're just getting old. Like, Father Time is undefeated. I'm not saying, I'm not saying that they're like absolute shit, but I just don't think they're good enough for our team anymore. If we're trying to win the Premier League and the Champions League, I don't think these are the guys going to take us there, because I think they've dropped off in quality. And so I'm a little disappointed with that whole aspect. I would have rather preferred to integrate some of the newer ones. And then our midfield is just, it went from being bare bones to bloated now. And we didn't move any of these older center. I don't know if anybody's heard the term uncles or unks when we describe our midfield from last season, because it was Kovacic and Bernardo and Kevin De Bruyne. Who am I missing? Bernardo, Gundo, Kova. I'm missing some. For some reason, I can't count 4. But anyways, they were all over 30. They all got repeatedly like cut through like a hot knife through butter last season. They were all very poor collectively. We brought in a body in January, Nico Gonzalez. He played for a little while, and then he got dropped for reasons I don't know, even though he improved our midfield. And we went back to the old guys, and I just wanted some of them to be moved on. And nobody wants to leave, and Pep's just going to favor them. And I think if Gundogan plays significant minutes next season, we're in trouble, because he does not have the legs for the Premier League anymore. That was made crystal clear last season. So yeah, my outgoings is like a 1 out of 10 rating. So right now I can only give the window like about a 5 when I factor in those 2 things, because we just needed to move some bodies on, and we didn't. But we did bring in some really quality players, so I'm excited about that.
I feel like I'm just like smiling over here, because I'm like, yeah, I'm happy with our outgoings too. Like, we might spend $500 million, but we also might approach like 300 million in sales. So I'm not upset with that at all. They're saying like we might sell Harvey Elliott before the end of the window. Chiesa, maybe.
Don't talk to me about that.
Yeah,
I'm still bitter with Eric Ten Hag on that one. Drives me nuts.
Basically, Kwanzaa out, Gehi in, which I'll take it.
Yeah. No, I hear it. No, okay, so this is good though. I think all of you kind of have, good perspectives, on what your clubs have done. So then I want to get into Robbie's question, because I think it's a good place to go. So with what we've done, what's your expectation now for the season? Because all of you have Europe, okay? So you have many more games to play than I do. So how are you feeling about expectations for the season?
I would like overachieving teams to not drop so low in the Champions League table. I want to avoid another PSG situation. That was brutal. I mean, I don't think with the summer that we've had, I don't think the expectation can be anything less than us expecting to go after the league again. And I would really, really like to see this team go farther in the Champions League, if not win it.
And then for the Premier League, you're expecting to win, I'm assuming.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. Fair. Anybody else?
don't know what to expect from my team, honestly, because I think we have the squad good enough to actually win everything, but I could also see us winning nothing. I expect us to contend more in the Premier League. I just never pick us to win the Champions League because I've just had too many traumatic exits from that competition to ever have faith in winning it. And the fact that we won it once is shocking enough. I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever see that again. But Premier League, I think we'll do better in the Premier League. I think we can win it. It's just the manager has to make the right decisions and play the best players. And if he doesn't do that, if he just sticks with his old guard, which he's shown that he does over and over again in big games, last year against Real Madrid, we were struggling, and he's like, "Let's throw all the injury guys back in," and that was a disaster. And then again, this summer, literally, I know it's just the Club World Cup, and most people don't rate that competition, but that Al Hilal game, I still have PTSD from because he threw in all the old guys, and it fell apart. Like we got absolutely eviscerated on transition again, and I'm like, "Yeah, let's keep playing those guys. Why not? Yeah, let's keep doing that again and again and again." And he keeps doing it.
I don't know what his thought process is on that. I don't know. It's quite weird. It is weird.
He trusts these guys with his life. Gundogan has been his guy for 10 years. Bernardo has been his guy for 10 years. They won trebles together. They won 6 Premier Leagues together. So he's going to trust that guy no matter what. No matter how shot their legs are. He's going with those guys. Like he's going down with the ship. So hopefully he does it this season. I'm praying that Gundo is just a rotation player. But I don't think he will be. I'm a little nervous about that. But if we make the right decisions, I think we can win the Premier League. I don't know about the Champions League, but maybe a cup. I'd say let's bring back the Carabao Cup. It's been a few years. Bring it back.
Hey, you could.
The only reason I say that is Erling Haaland just needs to win a Carabao Cup to complete English football. He's won every other trophy. So I'm just like, let's do for Haaland. I just want him to complete the set.
Do it for Haaland.
All right, so what do you got?
I think for Arsenal, we just have to win something. I think we just have to have some silverware next season. I mean, obviously at the moment, I'm still unsure if I think we can win the league just because of the attacking players. Like we have done good. I think we could do with maybe another player, but I think as of now, I just want us to just give the league a good go, see how far we can get, because I think last season we struggled. Obviously, I don't think we had the best window. I think we had injuries and other things to go with it. So I think we just have to just go for it this season again. Obviously, the Champions League, we obviously got to semi-finals, and I think we could get to a final in the Champions League this season. I think if we've obviously got Gokras now, and he's probably going to be a big difference for us. So yeah, I hope we can just win something. I think as Arsenal fans, we need to just end the trophy drought. We've not won something for the longest time. And it's even weird because I think some Arsenal fans don't really view the Carabao Cup, and I just think it's just a trophy. I just want to win something. So that's how I feel about it. I mean, I think if we ended the season and we finished second and we won the Carabao Cup, I would feel a little bit disappointed that we've missed out on the league or the Champions League. But I think as fans, we just need to win some silverware, because I think if we go into the season without winning, we have that problem now where you might see other players want to move on in the future, like a Saliba, maybe to a Madrid, or these sort of things we're facing. So yeah, for me, I just hope we win something next season. I really do.
Yeah. It's so funny, they don't write the Carabao Cup, but then if you talk to them about the winner plate, they'll defend that with their life. I don't understand the comparison there. But no, I get it. I won't speak for everybody on the panel, but I would love if you don't win anything from me.
Yeah, I know.
But I totally understand where you're coming from, because it's been a while since United has won the league as well, and that's kind of getting concerning. So definitely we need to make sure we're making our moves as well, because it could get scary. It could get scary for us really quickly soon. And for me, having no Europe, I'm expecting, at least with what we have now, I'm going top 6 at best, with us being in 6th place. That's the best I'm hoping for. And then I would love a domestic cup. Obviously, I feel like we should definitely be winning one of them on having to play in, Champions League or Europa League. So I'm hoping that that's what we can do. Now, if we end up getting those other 2 signings, then I'm expecting top 4, which is crazy, I know, but I think we should.
That's a jump from 17th.
I'm sorry. You said top 6 without Baleba?
6 to 10.
Oh, okay. Well, 6 to 10 is different.
Yeah. The top 6 would be like the best of what we could do, I think.
Okay. Without Baleba, I think it'll be tough.
Yeah.
I think it'll be tough.
I'll definitely do better this season, I think, as well. But I'm interested to see where you guys finish.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, I mean, in the group chat, I said with Baleba, I could see 5th. I don't think that's anywhere out of the realm of possibility for United. I think the top 4 is going to put themselves so far out of reach. I think it's going to be the top 4 and then everybody else. Like, I just don't, in terms of that next tier, like when you're talking about like the Brentfords, the Brightons, if they lose Baleba, Villa, like Villa still has their solid squad, but they haven't done anything to like jump up. West Ham, they lost Kudus. Like everyone in that next tier has gotten worse, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And so like I think the gap is just going to become so much greater, especially because you're going to have Man City, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Liverpool all pushing each other. Right. Yeah. And so like, I wouldn't really expect the league to be won amongst the games between those top 4. It's going to be how the top 4 does against everybody else. And so it only is going to strengthen the top 4 trying to beat up on that next tier of teams below them, because that's how you're going to win the league.
And that's where I feel like
the formula for years.
Yeah.
Because during the City Pool era, like we never beat each other, but we always it's whoever destroyed the smaller teams.
Yeah.
And
it's also like, would City have gotten to 99 points if Liverpool hadn't gotten to 98? Probably not. So it's going to be like the same kind of thing where it's like you realize that you're going to have to take those games seriously.
we got to 100 points, and the next lowest one I think was United at like 81 points. So nobody was pushing us that season. We just went on the blitzkrieg and obliterated literally everyone. But I know what you mean. Yeah, you're talking about the 98-97 season. Or points. The points, yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts
to Grealish and Everton? Best of luck, Jack. I just don't think he had a place in the squad. Pep iced him out last year. So
yeah, he did.
I didn't want him hanging around the club kind of being, because he would have been a negative impact. You know, just sitting around not playing. I don't think that would have been good for the newer players. So this is better for him to go play football. And I guess he wanted to stay in the area because he can just drive. I guess he lives on the west side of Manchester, so that's very easy to drive to Liverpool to go to Everton stuff.
Yeah. Sham says Arsenal has never won the Champions League out of the teams on the panel. Why do a lot of their fans think they'll either win that or the Premier League, which they've not won since 03-04?
It's fair enough. I mean, I think with the Champions League, with both of them, we have gotten quite close. I mean, the league we've gotten very close to. So, I mean, I can't speak about all Arsenal fans, but I think we've not won the league for such a long time, and we've gotten so close, and that's why it's so frustrating. But I think Arsenal will get there, but it's really hard for the Champions League because with the Champions League, it's different. I think you have to have a bit of luck. I think you have to have a team that might not be doing great and you just have them. I mean, Madrid, we had them and I thought, oh my God, we're going to get battered or something. And we did okay. So I think it depends on the luck of things, but I think the Champions League is a lot harder to win. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans would rather win the Champions League, as that person said, because we've never won it before. So, yeah, obviously I can't speak for every Arsenal fan, but I think, I just hope we win the league, really. I'd love to win that. But, yeah, I think we've gotten close to to both of them. I mean, I think if we could get a step further, get to Champions League final, that'd be great. But, yeah, I just want Arsenal to win something soon.
It's just a hard one to win. The Champions League, it literally just comes down to the luck of the draw. Yep. Or you just have to have this magical form because, like, You just never know. Like sometimes I remember a couple of those years that Liverpool made the final, like they were getting like Villarreal and like Porto and like Ajax, like some of these just like what teams that like, and then it seems like every year I have to play Real Madrid. I'm like every year.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating.
Crazy.
I just hate that team because of this. We finally beat him that one time, and then it's right back to normal. We're just terrible again. So it just really comes down to luck of the draw. And you just can't control that in the cup tournament.
Yeah, the Champions League is really, really hard.
Yeah,
I never predict like, oh, we're definitely going to win the Champions League. That just lets me know that you just do not watch this sport very much. Yeah. If you think that you can predict the Champions League, because you can't.
Yeah, because some people just turn into like they just have this crazy form just in the Champions League. Like they'll be terrible in their domestic cups like during the week, but when it comes to Champions League, they just turn it on. Like one team that like excels in that kind of format is Chelsea. They're just such a tournament team. Like they always just turn it on in the Champions League, and you're just
will be interesting.
And they'll be terrible in the league. Like
I know
the last time they won the Champions League, don't remind me. I think they finished 8th that year. I was like,
yeah. But I think too why, I mean, speaking for an Arsenal fan, I could be wrong, but why they may have a bit more confidence is one thing that Arsenal fans have screamed for a while is we need a striker. We need a striker. We need a striker. So now that they finally have that, it's like, okay, get it done. Now it's up to Arteta now to like see if he can utilize that correctly, because I could see Arteta doing something crazy and playing Havertz over Gyökeres sometimes when it doesn't
I'm
really
worried that's gonna happen.
He loves that. He loves Havertz. I don't know why.
I'm worried. I don't think Arteta would do this. I'm hoping he's not, but I just have a fear that like when we play United, he's going to play Havertz. And I mean, I don't have a problem with Havertz having like games and playing at times, but we put Gyökeres in to start, so I would be surprised if Havertz started, especially in the Premier League games. I hope he doesn't really.
Yeah. And then the questions for Gigi here. Do you think?
I think on Sunday, Mark Gahey was like, "Guys, don't look at me. Pretend like we haven't talked already. Like pretend like it's not already done."
It's just interesting. I don't know all who Chelsea have as a center back, but it's weird because didn't they just get?
Well, they got
injured.
A bunch of names.
They got Zarel Hato, who I wanted, because he can play both left back and left center back. I really wanted him. But Chelsea got him. So
I know I was jealous as well.
So congratulations to them. But yeah, Levi Colwill being out is big because he had he came a long way last year.
He did.
He came a long way because I, follow England and, it's kind of like he's like on the cusp for them. Like, and so I had kind of been keeping an eye on him throughout the year and he came an extremely long way. So it really, really sucks for him, especially going into the World Cup next summer that this has happened.
I know. And the fact that it was such a terrible injury also, you hate to see that, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, they're fine. They got Fofana. They'll be fine. He's like John Stones. Give him 2 weeks and then he'll be out for 6 months.
Crazy. Oh, what is
their fullbacks are pretty decent. What is it? Cucurella, and I forget who the other one is, but I want to say Malagusto because I actually rate Malagusto, but
I do too.
Oh, Reece James. Speaking of John Stones,
I would say that's probably the weakest part of them because their goalkeeper as well in the bin. So I would say like
not according to Chelsea fans.
That's the reason.
There's a big argument about this last week on Judge Mo's channel.
No.
Yeah, Don was going hardcore for Sanchez. I'm like, ugh.
That's a fireable offense.
Yeah. He prefers Robert Sanchez over Donnarumma.
That's
what
crazy
thing. Whole stream. I'll just let you.
That is a wild thing
to
listen
to it, but I
is it because of that World Cup final? What is he talking about?
No, yeah,
the fact that Chelsea is
he's taped us in mini games. No, but
the fact Chelsea's sitting on
it's his opinion. That's okay. We love Don. He can say whatever he wants. But
absolutely.
I personally think Donnarumma would be a great signing for them because if they had him, because with their sketchy like center back situation, like if they just had someone who could just stop everything, like great shot stopper, and that would actually scare me for Chelsea.
Yeah, no,
that would scare me a lot.
They
I
were
know that's why
continuing,
he's linked to my club.
they were continuing to haggle over $8 million for Mike Maignan. I can't take them seriously.
I don't know about that.
Being like, we're gonna stick with Sanchez. That's not
like
big boy stuff at all. It's not.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I love.
So hard for Donnarumma, and the excuses I'm hearing is that he breaks our wage structure. I'm like,
stop.
So, do you want to win a Champions League, or like? I think that would. Right now, I see them as a top 4 contender. I don't see them as a Champions League or a Premier League title contender. But like, if they had Donnarumma, I would put them in the conversation. I think he's a great shot stopper, and I just think that's what they need. But
yeah, no, I think that's one of their biggest weaknesses, and I think a Chelsea fan would say that too. Like, their goalkeeper is like what will hinder them from being in that top spot. 100% for those reasons. So it'll be interesting for sure who gets him. It's fun though. I love this. I love all of these different options and ways that things could go. As we get into the second half of the show, though, we are going to transition into predictions because we are starting match week 1. And you guys don't know this. And if you were here for my show on Sunday, it's going to be similar to that. But I actually have a prediction score sheet. And so I'm going to be keeping score of all of our predictions. And then the winner will get a prize. We will get a prize. Okay. So I'm going to put the rules on the screen. It might be like over simulating maybe right now on stream, but I think it makes sense. And then like we'll have like bonus weeks where like if you predict who scores, you'll get an extra point just to shake things up a bit. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So let me go ahead and share this screen first. And also shout out to all of you that are in the chat. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for the questions. If you have questions for anyone, I am starring them, the ones we haven't addressed, to get to at the end of the stream, hopefully. So keep asking questions, and then we'll get to those at the end. But starting off here, we have the let me get this out of the way here. Let me move this to this. All right, so we can see it a little bit better. But this is the main rules for the prediction. So rule 1 is panelists will get 3 points for each match they predict correctly. So any match of the top 6, if you get it scoreline spot on, you get 3 points. Okay. Part 2, panelists will get 1 point if they predict the correct winner of a match but the wrong scoreline. So if I think that's pretty standard. If I say Man City is going to win, but I got the scoreline wrong, I'll still get a point. Okay. 3, panelists will get an additional 3 points if they predicted their club's match correctly. So if your club, you get the scoreline right, you get 3 points. All right. If you get 3 of the 6, so if you get half right, you'll get an additional 3 points on the scoreline. Okay. And then the 5th one, panelists will receive double points if they correctly predict a scoreline match in a derby. Okay, for your club. So in your club's derby match, if you predict the scoreline correctly, you'll get double points in that match. Now again, this will have bonus points every now and then, but this is just the standard scoreline. Okay. And then this, I think, is the most exciting part because there's actually a prize, which if you were here the last stream, you already know it, but the winner does get some money. Woo!
Oh.
Get $100. All right. I thought I'd spice it up. Plus, it's like I just appreciate that you guys are taking time out of your day. So I wanted to, put some incentive in there for you guys. So let me go ahead and get into this here because I have now moving forward, we can do these on stream. But I have everyone's predictions inserted here. I think these are all, you might have to double check them. They could be wrong. It's just taking a minute to show. There we go. But this is what I have for everybody here. What we will do though, and you can share your predictions. This right here is top 6. So I'm going to have you guys tell me what your top 6 will be. And then whoever, like, let's say we all put Liverpool and Liverpool gets 1, that's an extra point towards our total at the end of the season. So you could get an additional 6 points here if you get all 6 right. Okay. So here's match week 1. So do you want to go through what you had for these matches?
Yeah, so should I go first or?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the first Liverpool Bournemouth, I just I think that'll be a comfortable win. Like, I just see that as a win, to be honest. I mean, I just think the four have made some really good signings. I think they'll win quite comfortably. Obviously Tottenham. Is Tottenham next one yet? Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think Spurs will win that quite comfortably again against Burnley. Wolves Man City, I think that's going to be quite an exciting game. I think there's going to be I can feel a lot of goals in that game. So obviously I've gone 4-2 to Man City. And then Chelsea Crystal Palace, I just think that Crystal Palace, I mean, depending on if they still got, I don't think they'll have Eze back then. Obviously Mark Guehi might have left as well, but I just see a draw. I think Crystal Palace have improved a lot, and I know Chelsea have as well. But yeah, I just see that being a draw. And obviously United Arsenal, I'm hoping that we can win this 2-1. But I think the United Arsenal one is going to be quite a close game. I think it could kind of go either way. But I'm just going with an Arsenal 2-1 win.
Fair. All right, Gigi?
Okay, full disclosure, I sent in these picks before today.
Well, you can change it. You're free to change.
No, I mean, so given Sunday's game, I was a little concerned about us being a little too open at the back. Okay. And so I thought it was going to be more of like an outscore Bournemouth type of thing, especially since Bournemouth sold their entire back line this summer. I'm going to stick with it just because even given the traction that we've had on transfers, I don't really think anything's changing before Friday. So I'm going to stick with that. I think it's going to be a back and forth game. Tottenham. Spurs are going to have to prove it to me before I change my mind. So I predicted a draw there. I don't think Wolves are. I mean, Wolves lost Cunha. They lost at Nori.
Hey, he's playing on my team now.
It's gonna be tough. You know, like it's gonna. I just like, what are we doing? Chelsea, I was debating whether they would win by more. But I feel comfortable with a 2-1 scoreline. And then I'm going to be on United's head until you guys figure out your midfield.
Yeah.
And so you're not going to win.
Fair enough,
I feel comfortable with those.
Awesome. Love it. These are Kate's. Kate cannot join us today, but she did send in a prediction. She has Liverpool beating Bournemouth 4-0. Tottenham
beating in the Arnie Slider. Yeah. That's crazy. 4-0 is not going to happen.
She has Tottenham beating Burnley 2-0. Wolves and City, she has 2-1 to City. Chelsea Crystal Palace 3-1, and then a 2-2 draw for Man United and Arsenal. So should be quite interesting. All right, Kels, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Liverpool will easily score a bunch of goals, clearly, by my prediction. But I think Bournemouth can stick a couple in there, too, because Areola, he'll know how to find those weaknesses in the back line. And I personally, I didn't watch the Community Shield, but the discourse I've heard is that some Liverpool fans and some rivals are very gleeful about the fact that they said that Van Dijk had a bad game. So hold on to some hope. Bournemouth could maybe score a goal or two. They were quite good against the top teams last year. Remember, they did take a bunch of points, particularly off of my team, Arsenal. I took 2 points off of them.
Yeah,
a bunch of red cards. Tottenham, Spurs, Burnley. I don't rate them. They might get a goal, but I do really rate the new manager that Spurs have, and I think I'll have them defensively a lot more tidier than they were last season. But I could still see Burnley just fluking something in there. But 3-0 might be a better prediction. But I'll just give Burnley a goal. Well, God, I have no idea how my team's going to line up. I don't even know who my keeper's going to be. So, but I think we're going to score a lot of goals. I know Rodri's not going to play, or he's not going to start the game. There's rumors that it could be Trafford to start week 1. It'll probably be Ederson, but I have no idea what my midfield's going to be. So I don't know, but I just think we're going to score a lot of goals because we just are. I just think that's the MO of the season. But we always let in a goal, at least one, there's always gonna be one counterattack that gets us. And whatever their first shot on target is, they're gonna score that. Cause that's just like, you want to put that on a bet, like you'd win a ton of money. It seems like every first shot on target against us is a goal. So frustrating. Chelsea and Palace. I think Palace can just low block. And Chelsea struggled with a low block last season. And that's one thing Glasner knows how to do, is he knows how to do a low block. So he did that to my team in the FA Cup and we lost. Gave them their first trophy ever. Fantastic. And then the Arsenal game, I know they have a striker, but I have serious question marks about their midfield, about how creative they can be. I really don't rate Odegaard as a 10 at all.
Yeah, no, me either. Yeah.
And I honestly don't rate Declan Rice as an 8. I don't think he's creative enough at all. I think he would be a fantastic 6, but you keep buying DMs instead of playing him as a DM. So I just think those two combined is going to spell trouble. I saw this a lot last season where we had a talisman at front, Erling Haaland. Nobody was creating for him. So teams just double teamed him and took him out of the game. And I could see that being a big thing I could see that being a big issue for Arsenal this season. So, and also they always struggle at Old Trafford. So I could see this one being a draw. I could see Amorim. I can see Arsenal being very tight defensively, but I think United will just get that one chance and they'll take it. So I can see this being a draw, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me if Arsenal won. But yeah, we'll see.
All right. Mine are pretty conservative, I would say. I don't have anyone scoring too many. I have Liverpool, Bournemouth. I have 2-1 here for Liverpool. I have 2-0 for Tottenham versus Burnley. I have 2-0 for City here, and then 2-1 for Chelsea, Crystal Palace. And then same for ours, I think. Everyone's hyping this game, and I just think it's not going to be that good. Like, it's going to be pretty boring. I think, they don't have a good record at Old Trafford, and I just think it's going to be kind of like a nothing burger. I think other matches will kind of be a little bit more exciting instead of ours. And I'm just interested to see how Šeško's going to match up in our lineup as well. He'll probably come off the bench, so I think I'm just more interested in seeing how he's going to mesh with everybody. So I'm going a 2-2 draw there. So yeah, we'll see how that all plays out. Now here's the fun part. Think now about your top 6. You will get a chance to redo this mid-season. So you get one opportunity to switch it up. But for right now, anyone can start if you know what you got.
I'll start.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a minute.
I hope it's not limited to those teams on the side, because I got a shocker.
Oh no, that's just mine.
Okay, gotcha. Because I got a shocker for number 6.
Liverpool 1.
Okay.
I've got Chelsea 2.
Oh
wow.
I like
with
it.
With or without Donnarumma. No. Number 2 is Sanchez's keeper. That is a bold statement.
Well, I don't think they're going to stick with him. I think that I really don't believe they will.
But got like 8 others to choose from, they're all stuck at Strasbourg. And
I think Arsenal's going to finish 3rd.
Wow, you have okay.
I think City's 4th. I think United's going to finish 5th.
Wow.
I think you guys are going to get Valeva. I think you are. I think you're going to get Valeva. And I'm going to go Villa 6.
Okay. Who's next? Anybody?
I just realized you didn't put Spurs in the top 6.
Oh yeah, I was thinking that.
No.
I hope you
I
do.
do not, and I don't think Spurs are going to finish in the top.
You also have Newcastle. So the last panels of the guys, actually, a lot of them put Newcastle as 5. A lot of them did.
Okay.
A lot of them did.
It's a disaster. I don't even think they're going to finish Europe this season. I think they're going through a meltdown right now. They had a terrible window.
I see the
magic ending.
Either. I mean, it's dire.
Yeah.
Also, they're Champions League, so they might have to sacrifice some of the season, like the league, for the Champions League.
Last time they were in Champions League, nobody could stay healthy.
Yeah,
I don't know why
exactly. That could happen again.
Yeah.
everyone's saying Liverpool. I don't think they'll win it. They could have too many attackers, if that makes sense.
Nope.
I don't
doesn't
think
make
they
sense.
have enough right now.
Does not make sense. Does not compute.
I don't know. They
What's
just sold
the
all their
next?
depth, and some of their bench players I don't rate at all. Like,
You
who's
know,
picking
Liverpool?
up a right wing when Mo Salah's gone for AFCON?
We don't have any. We
I
don't
think
have
that's
any. That's why we're trying to sign people, because we don't have it. Like, they've already sold Diaz and already sold Nunez, and we already know the tragic reason why they don't have any other
Yeah, they don't
Right.
have Jota.
depth in the striker
rest in peace.
position. Jeremy Frimpong can cover when Salah goes to AFCON, but
I would say that's your biggest weakness.
That's my
Yeah,
and
that's the
Chiesa.
biggest red flag for me on your defense.
absolutely, absolutely. For Liverpool,
I watched this guy in the City Academy a little bit. He's not a defender at all. And I've been. This is my tagline for Virgil van Dijk. You better have your PF flyers on the season, because you're gonna be doing the defensive work of two people at age 34. Good luck.
All right. Anyone else want to take a shot?
I'll do it.
Okay.
All right. I'll do Liverpool 1.
Okay.
If they're spending 500 million, go win the league.
Right.
And you won it last season. Go win the league. I'm putting City 2. I do rate a lot of our signings. Again, for me, it's not what the other teams do. It's what my team does. If my manager sets up correctly, second easily can be first, but we'll reassess that midseason. Third, I'm going to go Chelsea.
Okay.
Fourth, Arsenal. I just don't rate your window. I'm sorry. I don't rate your
No,
at all.
I can't argue. I can't argue with that.
Fifth, I'll go Villa.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a shocker for sixth. I'm going to say Fulham 6th.
Okay.
I think they're slowly climbing the ladder, and I
like
the manager. I'm just going to, and full America. Let's go.
Exactly. All right. So
Oh, gosh. Well,
Arsenal first.
you know what? I want to, but I have to review. I think for me, like, obviously, I think if we'd signed another attacker, I think if Eze was an Arsenal player, I'd probably say first. So I'm going to go Liverpool first.
Okay.
Arsenal second. I'm so torn between Chelsea and Man City. I'll probably go Chelsea because I think they've done quite a lot. And then Man City.
Okay.
This is where it gets interesting with the top 6. I'd probably say United. And it pains me to say this, but I feel like Spurs might finish 6th, which pains me to say that. So yeah, that's my top 6.
I love this because it's like outside of maybe the first 4, the guys are very different.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, nobody put United but me, which obviously makes sense, but a little bit more United here. Liverpool was across the board.
Yeah.
I don't rate your window. Sorry.
Liverpool's
I'm
across
really
the
harsh
board.
with signings, though. I don't rate a lot of players at a lot of I just don't rate a lot of players these days. The talent drop is palpable. You can kind of see it now. It's
Definitely. Yeah. But I mean,
rough.
for me, I think what I'm most excited about is the fact that I mean, guys, we look so different. I don't know if you've watched any of our preseason, but like the thing that I am most excited about is like that we can actually move the ball forward and like pass, which is crazy. Like the basics, we're getting back to the basics. So it's just coming down to the final third now, because we even in preseason, our final third was trash. Like we would get there and lose the ball, or Hoyland would fall or something crazy. So yeah, hopefully we can get that guy out of here. But yes, there's this GGW prediction can't put us below Arsenal. Here's the thing. You guys are not they have Thomas Frank. And if there's one thing Thomas Frank can do is coach in the league.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't think they'll be as low as they were last season, personally.
They'll definitely do
But
better,
that was pretty low.
Like I see them like 8th. I could see them finishing like 8th. It's just a lot, and they did just lose Madison too. That's like one of their cheap players. And isn't Kulusevski out for a long time as well?
Yeah, he's not going to be back for.
See, that's going to be a big blow, because I don't know who else their creators are. Bettencourt.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think he's more of an
they
8
get
or more
Fabinho and Eze over the line, like then that would change my prediction if they did.
Yeah, Eze would help them a lot.
As they would
You
help.
know,
And honestly,
And
I
Fabinho, like
kind
you
of think they
said.
might. I think I think that might happen, but I'm trying to gauge it. It's very hard. There's a lot of mixed signals. There's a lot of people, a lot of ITKs out there, and
again,
I'm hearing a lot of info, but
I'm not.
I know the Rodrigo interest is very, very real.
Until I actually see it, I'm not
Yeah.
really believing that Spurs are going to get either of these over the line. Like, I'll take the
Morgan
L.
Gibbs White thing.
I know.
Here we go, and look what happened there.
Forrest said, not on my watch. Also, that Forrest owner or whatever.
That
weird
was wild.
Weird vibes.
Everyone- some of the comments were Morgan Gibbs White, blink twice if you're okay.
And then like their admin and stuff was like wishing him happy birthday, and everyone was like, nobody wishes the owners happy birthday. Like, are you guys okay? Like, are you being held hostage? Pretty funny. I would.
It's interesting. None of us picked Forest in the top 6, also, because they were pretty decent last season. Would they finish 7th?
But they're going to be in Europe this year. Like, it's this. I feel like it's a Newcastle thing. Like, they're going to be playing so many more games.
And Alonga's gone, right?
You know.
I just think they tailed off a lot at the end of last season.
They did.
I think they
did.
kind of got figured out. So that
Yeah.
seems to be a trend because with Nuno, because didn't that happen at Spurs? Like he didn't have I don't remember it super well, but I feel like he just had a bad ending at Spurs as well. So because teams figured him out. So I could kind of see maybe teams figuring that. It's just a matter of who can unlock a low block, and there's some teams capable of it. Like I think Liverpool can unlock their low block. And now I have confidence that my team can.
Yeah.
And I think Chelsea will be able to also. Because that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be the trend this year. It's gonna be a lot of low blocks. Like the footballs, I really fear that it's gonna be boring to watch because of these low blocks.
Oh, I hope not. That would make me so sad. All these transfer moves and stuff. I'm like, let's spice it up, you know? Gigi, could I get your opinion on Isak? Because if it was me, I say we just move on from him.
No, we should not move on from him.
Yeah, you should move on from him.
Like, I'm so sorry.
That
but
will get the next best striker out there.
No, we should not move on from him. I mean, I honestly, like, the thing that fills me with confidence about it happening is that there's no scenario in which I could see Richard Hughes letting go of Diaz and Nunez if he didn't feel strongly that we were going to get at least one more attacker in. Like, that's 3 attackers out and 1 in.
Yeah.
The math ain't mathin'. Do you know what I mean? Like, we need 1 to 2 more.
The math is about to math. I have a really hot take on this. I think this is all just a big money laundering scheme. PIF owns Newcastle. PIF owns the team that Nunes got sold to.
Yes.
And what do Newcastle need? Newcastle need PSR space. They have they're richer than the entire Premier League combined. They can't spend their money. They need to open up the PSR cap space. And the best way to do it is to sell Isak for 150 million. Oh no.
I'm checking right now.
Oh dear. I gotta check this too. Anyway, and actually, you know what? I'm gonna finish my money laundering scheme.
Do it.
So, I think they're gonna con Liverpool into 150 million. Because the way they started it is because they said, well, we'll give you 50 million for this dead weight you don't want in Darwin Nunez. But the trade-off is you need to give us a massive fee for Isak because we want the cap space. Because that's how they're going to build their club. Like they need to it's like they really got to slowly open that PSR door. And once they're in, we're all fucked. Excuse my language, but yeah. Because they make my owner look poor. That's how rich they are. They're worth like hundreds of they're probably worth close to $1 trillion. Like it's okay.
I wouldn't say it's for us. I will say it's sad though, because this statement here, he says, from the first day I arrived, I gave everything, but it's unfortunately someone has decided that I can no longer be a part of the group.
Oh God. And there was an Enrique quote earlier. Enrique apparently kicked him out. And I was like, why?
I'm disappointed and disheartened. I wouldn't say that this helps anything for United. It's just stating that he's really leaving.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I can't look at my phone right now. It's going off.
Oh, Enrique. I didn't see this.
It's Enrique thing. Enrique kicked him out.
As it's my own decision. I'm 100% responsible. I want a different kind of goalkeeper, and I made this decision. Goodness gracious.
Keep an eye on the guy they signed, Lucas Chevalier.
Yes.
I said all summer, I wanted him over the summer. I wanted Chevalier so bad. And
wow.
We never really got linked to him. I wanted Chevalier. I started watching him last season, and oh, dude, I really wanted that guy as a keeper. I really talk about a shot stopper, like, dude.
Wow.
Your Chevalier is my Hato.
I haven't seen Hato, so I can't comment on that.
City's trying to look at him as well. I wouldn't say he's ours. I wouldn't say that. Anyone could.
He might be talking to me.
Yeah.
But again, I don't get it because we just signed James Trafford, who I think he needs a year to readjust to the Premier League because his first stint was pretty terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the guy he oozes confidence and he's got that moxie. Like, he wants the job. He wants to be City's number one. He's been saying it for 4 years. So I think he's the kind of guy to stay late in training to get better, to get to that position. And it'd be really sad to just see it be discarded right away for Donnarumma.
Yeah. One more question before we kind of close things up. It's for Sophie. It says thoughts on the women's Arsenal team winning over the men's team.
Well, yeah, I mean, with the women's team, obviously I've watched them for a long time, but I didn't ever think they'd win a Champions League. I actually thought Chelsea women would get there before us. So, yeah, I mean, I did want the men's team to win it, but I think the women's team are so deserving of it. So, yeah, I'm happy. It's really weird. It's like one Arsenal's doing really well and the other's just not winning stuff. So, yeah, of course, I'm really happy for Arsenal women, and hopefully the season coming up will continue to win even more stuff as well.
Yeah, is that manager that you have? Was that her first year?
Yeah, she was sort of like the assistant coach the other seasons, but yeah, I think she stepped in around like December time. So
oh wow, okay.
Yeah, she didn't really have long really. And then we've got obviously a lot of great players, which you've obviously seen at the Euros to those that watch women's football. But yeah, I think she's done a really good job, and yeah. It's crazy, like you said, she's not been here that long either, and she's done a really good job. So yeah, I'm really happy.
Yeah,
Arsenal won. This is their second Champions League. Am I?
Yeah, we won one a long time ago. So yeah, it's good to win it again for sure. Yeah, I'm really happy.
Everywhere Chloe Kelly goes, she's just a winner.
I know.
Except the Man City women's team, because the manager didn't know how to use her, but they sacked the manager. So hopefully the new person.
Yeah,
I actually don't know if she's coming back because she might be just so bad.
Yeah,
Gareth Taylor. But Gareth Taylor's now the Liverpool women's coach. So
that is crazy. I never saw that. I was like, yeah.
Chloe Kelly, that's right.
Yeah.
Although I gotta shout out Bunny Shaw. I love Bunny Shaw. I think she'd be a good backup striker in the men's league. Like, that's how highly I rate Bunny Shaw.
She would.
She's
great. Holland? That's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
We at one point we had the best number 9s in the world live in Manchester, on the east side of Manchester.
But we're going to go ahead and close things out. Thank you guys so much for joining. This made me just even more excited for the weekend and seeing how all these matches play out. Before we go, though, if you guys have anything you want to shout out or talk about, if you have a stream coming up, let us know. It's free for all. Go ahead and share anything. Nobody?
I don't have a channel, but I just jump around a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
They might know that I'm on Judge Mo's channel on Thursdays. So
nice.
People love me on that show. Some of the comments, I'm like, I gotta stop reading the comments.
Yeah, obviously I have my channel as well. Honestly, Sky's coming on as well to do a preview for the game at the weekend as well, which is going to go.
That'll be tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. Obviously, it's weird us talking about the games. Like, it's coming around so quick. And it's making me more nervous now for the game of the weekend. But yeah, thank you for having me on as well. It was great to chat with all of you as well.
Yeah, definitely. Again, thank you for your time. This is going to be so much fun. I think as the matches go on, of course, banter will grow. And then if all of these signings happen, it's just going to get even crazier. So anything could happen, honestly. But thank you.
Yeah, we might have to change our season predictions next week. Once the transfer window closes. Maybe we should have done that. We should have done that for the transfer window.
Listen, look, I will actually put an amendment in. If all of these signings come in, we can revisit that next week or the week after.
Yeah, because if you guys don't get Baleba, I'm changing that. You're not finishing.
That's crazy. Definitely. Yeah, no, I'm really excited about this.
Isak, I might change mine.
That's funny. Kate will be on with us next week, and then we're still looking for a Chelsea rep. So if anybody knows a Chelsea rep that would want to join, let me know. But Kate will be here next week. She just had an obligation personally, but she'll be on here, and I'm sure she'll add even more fun banter and commentary because she has some. I love Kate. She's great. She's a great time. So be sure to hit the like button. Support everyone. Links if they have them are in the description. There's Kelsey's Twitter links down there, and then Gigi. Hopefully, maybe we'll have a channel here soon, so we'll be sharing that around. But
maybe we'll see if I can.
Yes.
It's so hard to decide to do that because I'm like you. I'm on the fence, but I'm like, I don't want it right now.
Yeah.
Do it. We need more women. So I'm always going to be an advocate for you guys to make one. But until then, you're always welcome here. So
I'll be taking over a True City Fans channel a lot this season. He's giving me the keys to the
Oh,
kingdom.
love that.
So I got to figure out how to do that.
Patrick.
Yeah, I go on Strasbourg Steve's channel. He literally messaged me on like Monday or a couple of days ago. I was driving home. He's like, "Yo, I can't get home to start the stream. I'll give you my login. Can you start it?" And I was like, "Okay."
I love that.
I'm like, "Hi." It was really it was a learning experience. We'll say that.
Yeah, no. If you guys need help, obviously you can always ask me too. Glad to help. But I love that. Love that. Patrick's a great guy too. Really cool guy. So we're gonna wrap things up here. Oh, let me see. Is there anybody live? I forgot to ask that we could redirect to. And then we'll head out of here and get on with our evening. So let me see if there's anybody I can. Do city channels have any what? What were you gonna ask there?
There's a lot of city channels out there. I could tell you.
Yeah, there are.
Most of them.
I'm excited to see. Are any of you guys doing FPL? Like a Premier League? No, me neither.
I got invited to. I don't know if I should ask that person if it's still. I might give it a try. I'm actually quitting fantasy football this year for NFL because I don't watch it anymore. So
yeah, that's fair. We'll redirect to Tony. All right. We're gonna head out here. Thanks again for joining. We'll see you guys next week. Talk to you later. Goodbye.